WWE stars are released all the time, and some never return, but some come back stronger. So what should WWE do with these performers? 5 released wrestlers WWE should bring back, and 5 they shouldn't. Should. Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy was nothing more than Jeff's older brother in the WWE, but since leaving, he has become the most talked about wrestler in the world. Broken Matt has completely reinvented his character, and although it's completely different to anything fans have ever seen, they have attached themselves to his broken brilliance. There has been some interest shown from WWE, and if they want to capitalize on his unreal popularity, right now is the time to bring him in with some creative control. Shouldn't. Ryback. Ryback has been very outspoken since requesting his release from the company, and it's unlikely they want him back. His main event push failed, and he floundered in the mid-card for years, and it looks like he's better off away from the company. Whether it's his podcast or his independent bookings, Ryback is much better off away from the rigid structure of the WWE, as many new stars have emerged since his departure. Should. Ethan Carter III. Derek Bateman was a mostly forgettable character in the game show version of NXT, and WWE quickly released him after the show was over. He then went to TNA and has become one of the biggest stars in the business outside of the WWE. With TNA struggling to keep going, Carter would be a perfect addition to freshen up WWE's main event scene, as he has the skills to play both a great heel and a babyface. Shouldn't. The Great Khali. The Great Khali lasted much longer in the WWE than he deserved to, due to Vince McMahon's fascination with giants. After an initial monster run, fans saw how immobile and vulnerable he was, and didn't take him as a serious threat. After his run as the Punjabi Playboy, he was released and now works as a WWE correspondent in India. And that should definitely be where the full extent of his interactions with the company go from here. Should. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was meant to be the next big thing coming from the new ECW, but for many reasons, he flopped and was released. Since then, he has had several stints with TNA while also pursuing some of his MMA dreams. He's now one of the top stars in TNA and has shown an immense amount of charisma as the top heel that never got to be shown in WWE. Fans may have forgotten about Lashley, but if he carries his momentum into WWE, he would be a force to be reckoned with. Shouldn't. Adam Rose. Adam Rose got over big time in NXT, but Vince McMahon just didn't understand the character, and he was dead on arrival at the main roster. After the Social Outcasts broke up, Rose was suspended for a violation of the wellness policy. He was released during the WWE's annual clearout, and although there were rumors of a return at the time of the brand split, WWE simply don't need him with 2 very full rosters. Should. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes requested his release in 2016 after the Stardust character was going nowhere, and has exploded on the independent scenes, including joining New Japan. He created his own list of goals and completed it in 6 months, and has become one of the biggest stars in wrestling. He has won several titles, joined the Bullet Club, and became a huge draw. And it would be wise for WWE to try and bring him back at the height of his popularity. Shouldn't. Santino Marella. Santino Marella was to some an entertaining comedy character, but with the focus moving towards wrestling in WWE, he is someone they shouldn't bring back. Unfortunately, he had to retire due to injury issues, but rumors emerged that he was training for a comeback to the ring. Whatever capacity it is in, it's best if WWE just stay away from the temptation, as the wrestling has never been better for the product, and there's no place for a comedy jobber. Should. Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was just recently announced as the headliner for the 2017 Hall of Fame, but WWE need to also bring him back in a wrestling capacity. The Olympic gold medalist has been tearing it up since leaving WWE, and with his commitments coming to an end, it makes sense to give him one last run. Whether he competes as a part-timer or in just one final match, it would be great to see him again against the likes of Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, or Kevin Owens. Shouldn't. Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio has had several runs in WWE, and whether it be his weakness or the booking, he just never got over. On the independents, he is allowed to be himself and became a legend, but that just never translated to WWE. It's unlikely this would happen anyway, due to the controversy with Paige, but it's best for both sides if Del Rio and the WWE don't come together anymore. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and remember to check out the rest of our awesome video content only at TheSportster.